Glean this, ladies. The notion that the world around you, whether you like that world or not, is merely a reflection of you or your own inner world, is largely nonsense that the New Age community loves to push. Don't believe it for a second. This reality is a lot more complex than that. While it is true that part of manifested reality is a reflection of your inner world, all light in this reality is not only reflected, but refracted. While a reflection alone can be a largely accurate mirroring, though still not the pure light from within, by the time such light is refracted and re-angled or angeled, it becomes something different entirely in many ways. The material light to eyes to brain dynamic play a key role in this process, on the physical level. Beyond your own inner world impacting the external reality you experience, what about everyone else around you? Is their inner world also not making an impact on reality? Of course it is. If there are a bunch of happy people in a place, it's going to affect the vibe of that reality. If there are a bunch of sad people in a place, it's going to affect the vibe of that reality. This is not to take away from your uniqueness, because if you're the happy person in the sad place, you can help shift the vibe. If you're the only sad person in a happy place, people will feel like you're a vibe killer instead. Furthermore, there is universal reality that runs regardless of your inner world or the inner world of other people around you. Each new year, on January 1st, the new year is universally recognized across the world. Some cultures and religions may maintain and celebrate their own calendars, but universally, January 1st is acknowledged as the start of a new year. Even more nature-built is the fact that around March 21st each year, the spring equinox occurs. There is a universal reality that is mass-programmed through people, and a universal reality that is of nature, regardless of people. The sun will rise each day, regardless of the state of any one individual's internal world, which might be plunged in darkness. Therefore, there are three major impacts that help shape the world you personally experience each day. First, there is your internal world and how it gets reflected and refracted to imprint and shape reality around you. Second, there is the internal world of those close to you, whether family or friends involved in your daily life, or just other people at the coffee shop you go to that day. Their internal worlds are also reflected and refracted to imprint and shape the reality that you also see and experience, just as you're helping shape the reality they see and experience. Third, there is universal reality in nature that is going to have its say in each individual's shared experiences on Earth, but also their individualized experiences. And all of this is without assuming, for example, the existence of any negative spiritual forces that have the power to make their own adjustments, alterations, or augment reality with their own illusions along the way. A lack of such assumption is foolish indeed. Women especially tend to substantially internalize so much of the outer world and their external experiences. This is an important built-in function of woman, who can provide the best care for her children by internalizing the child's needs, wants, dislikes, and more as her own. But it's incredibly dangerous to at least halfway lie to her and say that the external world is only a reflection of her inner world, especially when her experience of external reality sucks. It can make her falsely lose self-love in the process, which is actually a critical component to making her external reality better. At the same time, we want to acknowledge the fact that one's individual thoughts, knowledge attained, actions, efforts, and use of energy in their daily lives does have an important impact, especially over time, on the world they will experience. Just because the New Age lie that the world around you is a reflection of your inner world is not true on the whole, doesn't mean it isn't partially true. It is partially true, and you need to do everything in your power to make both your inner world and your outer reality experience better than it is today. But this world is a yin-yang world, one of polarized opposites. So even when you're well internally, and you're doing pretty much everything very well too, to shape your external reality, there will be pushback. In this reality, there will always be certain things you're either neutral about or dislike. There is no such thing as perfection or making one's perfect world here. You can't control if other people's external realities are negative and impacting the same environment you share. especially if they aren't close enough to you to take your guidance to improve. You can ensure that certain people are not a significant part of your life, though, and that can help improve your experience of reality as well. You can't control the weather. If it's going to be a very rainy day, it's going to be a very rainy day, and that impacts the human body and psyche in a certain way, no matter if you can still find your inner joy and make good use of the day. So, if you are a woman whose life today is far from perfect or the dream reality you want to live, just know that if it is your fault, it's only 1/3 your fault at most. And even within that 1/3, it's not a perfect reflection of you or your inner world. We still encourage you to do the inner work and take the outer action necessary to improve what's going into that 1/3 of making your external reality what it is. Just don't let the perfect become the enemy of the good you're creating. And never let the external world get to you or make your soul vibrate at a lower frequency just because you don't like everything about it. And some new age weirdos have convinced you that your external reality is just you. Much of external reality is simply an illusion, not a mirror of the soul, and even its mirror functionality is not always a reflection of you, but of itself and others. That said, it is by understanding this reality more fully, along with all its moving parts, components, and functions in combination with better knowing ourselves, that we can find the secret knowledge to pair with the correct set of action, to vastly improve our lives and the manifested reality we experience. That is our mission here at Glean, and we have started to make a tremendously good impact on the world and women's individual experiences of reality through our entry-level Glean Princess course. You can DM me here to join, or simply click on the link to our website to learn more and then join. There is also a link in the bio to join the course immediately. Before gaining access to our course, you'll be emailed a quick confidentiality agreement to sign, because the life-changing knowledge offered is sacred. Whatever your reality may look like today, it can always continue to get much, much better once you have the right knowledge. Your reality can glean simply because it's your time to glean.